Hello everybody, welcome to a new series. My name is Pangoduck. Well, it's not really a new series, is it? A new campaign. I keep saying in absolute futility that this is not a Warhammer channel. It's not a Total War channel. But I am just playing campaign after campaign while we wait for Warhammer 3. I don't care. I'm having a good time. Just punch my microphone. It's fine. So, as you can see from the title, we are playing Skarsnik. We're playing Crooked Moon in this one. One of my favourite characters, actually. And one of my favourite factions of all time. I think they're really cool. The mod pack, yes, the mod pack. I will do a collection on Steam. You can just search Pangoduck and you'll find it if you search in collections, but I will put that in the description as well. We're playing around closer to tabletop this time. It's not SFO. It's not, God, it used to be Steel Faith Overhaul. What do they call it now? Doesn't matter. It's not SFO Grimhabit. It's closer to tabletop, which is really fun, actually. Highly recommend it. And I think that's about it. I just want to very quickly tell you about... Well, actually, this is one of them. Tilia, I don't know. Estalia. These factions, I almost played them. Decided not to because I played Empire relatively recently. And there's a lot of similarities. Highly recommend giving them a go. Really, really cool. Lots of mercenary kind of units and stuff. Really, really cool factions. And even the Tortoise tank. Highly recommend. And the other one, which I almost played, is Mootland. Halflings. Oh my goodness. That is a lot of fun as well. All kinds of halfling infantry, cooks and stuff to provide buffs, feast carriers. They've got beekeeper artillery, bees, cockerel riders, pig riders, hot pot chucker. They're really, really fun. The only reason I didn't pick them is because they obviously start right next to Sylvania, and I've already done both a vampire campaign and an empire campaign, so we've seen a lot of that area. So, without further ado, let's begin our campaign with Skarsnik, shall we?
From your redoubt in Karak Asgaraz, you have plotted your return to the Eight Peaks, stolen by filthy, perfidious greenskin rebels. The road back to the peaks will not be simple. You must head east into Empire territory. Humans have no love for greenskins, so you must fight tooth and nail to overcome them. Past the Empire, both the border princes and the dwarfs will attempt to hamper you further. But you must destroy all in your path. To the south, in Karak Izor, the foul Belagar Ironhammer has aspirations to reclaim his ancestral home. The Eight Peaks are yours, Skarsnik. Do not relent until the threat is dealt with, and they are back under your control. Your enemies are belligerent and won't necessarily cow down to your indomitable will. They need to be tamed, broken, or annihilated. You have overthrown rebellions before, and will do so again. All those who oppose you will face your rage, and then the hunger of Gobbler, of course. Destroy and devour all those who stand against you.
Alright, now, obviously, I know we don't like listening to that creepy old git, but I thought it was a nice little premise to the campaign. Now, he did say we're going to go east into the Empire. We are not doing that. The plan is actually to take the mountains and then probably take Belagar's mountains as well. And then we will push across in whatever way seems fit and make our way over to Eight Peaks over there. But for the moment, we gotta focus locally. Locally. So, how they play, I'm not going to go into great detail about this, but obviously the kind of centering feature of Skarsnik and Belagar, the dwarfs campaign, down here, is that we've gone away from our ancestral home of Karak Eight Peaks, and a friggin' war boss has rose up and taken it while we were gone. So we need to go back and take it back for ourselves. Greenskins did get an overhaul. The war has been completely reworked. Essentially now, if I remember correctly, you will work up a war by doing good things over time, not attached to your army, just attached to your faction in general, and then we can target a faction with the war, and I believe, raising the enemy's capital within the allotted time or occupying it when the war ends will grant a trophy and rewards in addition to building momentum towards the next war. So it's just it's a different way to how it used to work. We also have scrap, which will allow us, I think we've even got a little bit of scrap here. We have 30 scrap that we will collect, and we can use that to upgrade our units. In this case, we need technology for a couple of the things, but we do start with fungus flasks, which is actually a poison, which we'll look at in a minute. So that's nice, and of course we can use the underway to travel around, which is very handy. Now, no, Don't, okay. It's the standard, you know, occupy, loot, raise, or sack 4 different settlements. No one cares. Go away. Let's take a very quick look at the faction overall. I won't bore you with the text, all right? So, we can only recruit orc units from Karak 8 Peaks. We're going to be centered around goblins and stuff like that at the moment. Hero action cost is minus 50%, and we get an extra plus 100% experience. That'll be important for how I've decided to start the game. Upkeep and recruitment cost minus 40% for goblins and night goblins. Great. And War has a chance to contain Doom Divers, which is absolutely fantastic. And of course, when we get 8 Peaks, we'll have a unique building chain. Obviously, while we do not control 8 Peaks, we have a minus 2 obedience everywhere, which isn't too bad. Not too bad at all. And Skarsnik is the leader. And I think we'll just dive in quickly to Skarsnik. Warlord of Karak 8 Peaks enables Lightning Strike battle. So he has Lightning Strike by default, which is huge. Charge bonus plus 14 for all Night Goblin Squig Hoppers in the army. And we also get an army ability called Skarsnik's War, which is a replacement for the usual now greenskin army ability just called War. I think it's more powerful. I can't remember exactly what it does. We'll see. Actually, is it here? No. We'll see when we get into the into a battle. We also start with this Bad Moon Banner, which gives melee defense, melee attack, the attribute causing fear, and unbreakable to any goblin unit, which is actually really cool, especially them being unbreakable because leadership is a bit of a problem with gobbos in general. We won't go all the way into his skill tree. There's plenty to go at. Obviously, we'll be starting with Root Marcher when the time comes. In terms of units, we start with some Night Goblins with Fanatics. If you don't know what Fanatics are, you'll see they're very good. Some normal Night Goblins, some Goblins, and some Goblin Archers. I'm actually going to get rid of these. That's part of my plan, to just have Night Goblins in this starting army. Some Squig Hoppers, and of course, a very large Spider, which we love. Now, I think I'm wasting everybody's time enough. So we also start with Elbog Neck Snapper, who's a Night Goblin Big Boss. I am going to put him in the army, but what I'm going to do in the first instance, bearing in mind what I said, it's in front of me, hero action cost reduction minus 50% and receive plus 100% experience, I am going to get him to do a bunch of hero actions on the Blood Keep, which is going to be the first thing we try to take, get the capital of this province, just to level him up so that he's like, by the time we go into battle, he'll be like, I don't know, level 15 or something ridiculous. Right, the province itself. So, I've just said I want to recruit Night Goblins. I can't yet. I can get one group of Nasty Skulkers, which we'll want as well. Armor-piercing, sneaky unit. But what I need to do is I need to level up stuff here. And I need to make this safe as well, because we are going to be leaving Karak Azgaraz. It's not like we can afford a whole bunch of armies. We don't have that much money, even though goblins are cheaper. As you can see, they actually have really low upkeep, although Night Goblins will be a little bit more, but it's still cheap. So, I want to make this really secure. So, I'm going to level this up when I get the chance so that we can get Night Goblins rolling. But I also want the Goblin Watchtower, definitely, for the extra garrison. So, let's get that cracking. And in the third slot, what I might grab is definitely open for debate, because I could get Skarsnik's Tent for the Obedience, because Obedience will be a problem. We also have bad Vampiric Corruption because of these guys. But the other option is we get the Raiding Stashes. Extra movement range if you start in this region. Income from raiding plus 2% for all armies. Ambush success chance plus 10% in local province. It might come in handy. Income from sacking and looting settlements plus 2% all characters. Income from post-battle loot plus 3% faction-wide. Essentially, it's just going to get us more money. Now, it's not a huge modifier, but it feels like quite a good thing to have here. It's not like I can have something here that would give me a great deal in terms of a garrison. Apart from that, like even the rat trappers, that doesn't give us any extra garrison. I mean, I could get a building to get trolls or something instead, but I know I can't fully upgrade them. I know I can't fully upgrade this either, but it's here already, and I need the Night Goblins early. So I kind of think, although actually maybe I should get the Garb and Hold. That would be a nice garrison. Also would give us walls. Oh, and that gives income from raiding plus 5% actually. Okay. Scrap what I said then. We'll get the Garb and Hold. Yeah, that will actually be better than this for now. So let's do that. We'll plan to do that. I will immediately grab... Actually, no, I won't. Obviously, we don't have to upgrade the settlement, but here's the thing. Before I do the recruiting, I kind of want to get these buildings built, including the upgrade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save money this turn so that we can afford to buy that. In the meantime, what am I going to do with Scarstick? We are... I can't reach, but we're just going to go in and raid this province, I think. And the plan is to just blitz through a few turns early and get all this stuff upgraded. However, of course, it's not going to be worth a lot. 240 there. I could go in the underway and go and raid a different province. They're not in a great spot. The Empire, not in a great spot. I think I will just raid here for now. Okay, good. Right. On to technology then. There's a bit to go at. Obviously, for goblins, this kind of stuff is really important. Leadership, missile strength for all the missile infantry units. Upkeep minus 5% for all goblin units. Melee attack for goblin units. And then we're also going to want all these as well. So I am going to come down here. The only thing I also want to do is grab Go Faster for campaign movement range, at least early. And I will want to go down here and get the casualty replenishment rate. But in the first instance, I am going to get Gobby Gobbos. And the reason is I actually want to get Use them early because that gives us recruit rank +1. So before I do all my recruiting, I want to get Use them so that we can have that bonus, as well as the armor and stuff as well. But the movement range isn't so crucial early on. So we're going to start with Gobby Gobbos. So the Gobbos have been getting a bit angsty. Maybe we should give them some toys to play with. So yeah, leadership, missile strength, upkeep reduction, and melee attack. Lovely. It's only 2 turns as well. Only 2 turns. Right, with that, I think we're ready to end turn. Obviously, the effigies, we just have 4 relatively bog standard effigies. We don't need to worry about them just now. We do know the Skull Smashers. That's the only other green skins. Non-aggression pact. Alright, green skins... sorry. The Skull Smashers are obviously here. So I wouldn't mind having good relations with them. And I think we can end turn. Turns should be quite fast now at the start of the game, so you can stay with me. And yeah, I want to kind of get myself a stack early. Just fill it with Night Goblins. Get this in a good place where we can just leave it. And perhaps if we let there be a rebellion, I might even fight it off to get Skarsnik a bit of experience. Let's move you closer. Move you just in there. And raiding camp. Like, it's not the most amount of money, but at least it is... Well, yeah, it's literally that's all. But... I'm assuming they're going to build more buildings, and then it will be worth more. And plus the fact we're still close to our settlement, and there's no big dramas. Right, let's get then the Garben Hold. So a greenskin stronghold so well hidden in the Grey Mountains, Duke Fulcar de Montfort is said to put an enormous reward to anyone who is able to point to its exact location. Wow. So it's kind of good, because we're going to get improved tower projectiles, walls in the settlement, income from raiding faction-wide, ambush success chance 20%. Does that mean just in this province? I don't know. And income from sacking settlements in all adjacent regions plus 30%, as well as a really nice garrison. So we're going to build that. And then we just need to get this upgrade and that upgrade as well. How much is that going to cost? 3,000. So there is a bit of money to get. Okay, that's fine. What I'll probably do is upgrade the barracks building first so that we can just start recruiting Night Goblins while we're waiting for the cash. Because I still think we'll be making cash. I'm hoping we're going to get a bit more money from raiding, like I say, as they start to build up here. Okay, so we've already got Gobby Gobbos. Great. What I am going to do, though, is start spending a bit of money doing this. So damage to walls. Success. Leveled up. Look, level 3 already. Oh my goodness, he can get a great Cave Squig mount. Absolutely. 8 stunties. Probably going to grab that as well. Plus 5% when fighting against dwarves, which we're not going to be doing just yet. But weapon strength plus 10% in general is great. There you go. Just off 1 with the bonus experience. I think then we just end turn again. Technology then we get... Well, of course, we've got to spend 1,000 on the technology. So it'll take us a minute. But, yeah, use them. Missile strength, recruit rank, and armor. Jolly good. So yeah, I'm not gonna like read everything, all the buildings, all the technology on this one. I'm sure you've seen it many a time. But I will just do what I want, you know? Sometimes I'll read it. Sometimes I won't. Let's go in again. Damage the walls again. Another success. Excellent. Right then, now we can come in and get Bloody Blade, plus 10% weapon strength. And we want to just go straight in for Precise. I might get Elusive, actually. His melee defense is a little bit low. Let's get his melee defense up. I want him to be really good in combat. Okay, so that means we can't afford this yet. Oh, that just does... Obviously, it only takes one turn. Do we want to grab Abuser? I think I do. But I want to get cracking with the buildings first. So I think we're going to go Gobbo Crackdown. Then we can get Egamon for the replenishment rate. I'll tell you what, actually. Let's get the Go Faster immediately. For the campaign movement range. Because we want a few turns so we can let money build up. That'll be fine. You'll notice we're now getting a little bit more. They must have built something. And yeah, it's a little bit of a slow burn start. But we could just crack through the turns. I want to be in a kind of solid situation. I don't want... There are strategies with Skarsnik where you just kind of bum rush across the map. That's not what I'm looking to do. Do I want to upgrade this now? No, I kind of want to get the barracks going first. So we'll wait one more turn. And we'll do this again, of course. Success. Another 2 levels. We can get Ambusher. Melee attack +4 during ambushes for the whole army, and ambush success chance. I might get that, actually, because there's a reasonable shot we might be using ambush. And that'll be quite nice. The extra success chance especially, and then melee attack +4 is nothing to sniff at. Jolly good. You'll notice we can now get the Effigy of Gork and Mork, but it's 2k, so I'm not going to. It gets us a choice between 2 buffs that will last for 15 turns. I'm not in a huge rush to do that. Not at the moment, because we want to make good use of our money. Get Karak Azgaraz into a real stronghold. And then we'll be hot to trot. Hopefully. That's the plan. I'm not saying my plans ever work. Okay. Alright. Oh, Karak Norn has dragged them in. Well. I've got some friends over here that don't want anything to do with me, so there you go. Generally, I think we're only really going to be friendly with greenskins. Maybe Skaven. You never know. Let's upgrade then the Brawling Grounds to the Skarsnik's Fighting Pit. 3 turns for that. We should have this relatively soon. Would it be better to raid the Empire or something? Nobody's really making a ton of money early game. Maybe the Waterfall Palace. I think we'll just sit tight. I'm happy to let the public order tick down. We haven't used you. Let's do that. Another success. Level 9. Dodgy Geezer, missile resistance? I think I will grab it, because we are on a cave squig. And we'll finish off Elusive as well. I know. It's not the most thrilling, blood-pumping start, but... I'm a bit worried about that army, mind. We'll see. I mean, I could destroy the walls, so... And I will be constantly destroying the walls. Don't know what Vissenland's doing there. Oh, they're moving away. Well, excellent. Let's hope they stay away. Okay, the rest of the Wood Elves are starting to get ratty with me. Be at war with the following faction, the Blood Dragons. 6 turns. I mean, I could, but if I'm not ready, I don't really want to encourage them to come back and defend. We do get a skill point for Skarsnik from the raiding, so we'll probably get Root Marcher here. Very good. Let's get... Actually, hold on. How much... Oh, we don't have enough money anyway, right? How much do we need? Is it 2.5k? No, it's 3.1, so we need to just carry on doing this. Success again. We don't quite hit level 11, so just the 1 skill point. What do I want? Do I want weapon strength, or do I want melee attack? I'm going to want all of it, obviously. I think I'll get melee attack. I want you to be, like, really effective at what you do. Wall weakener. Oh, cool. So we have a trait now. Damage walls, 2 additional wall breaches. Sweet. That's actually really good. Technology, then. We've got the Go Faster. I think we're now going to come down and get Gobbo Crackdown, which is leadership for Orc units. I don't know why, but that's fine. But speed +10 for all melee... 10%, sorry, for all melee infantry units. And weapon strength +10% for all Orc infantry units. So you're thinking, well, what's that to us? But the point is, I really want to get Egamon. Leadership for Goblin units. +10% casualty replenishment for Goblin units. And 5% physical resistance for Goblin units, which is really good. So I'm going to take the 4 turns to do this. We won't be ready anyway, because I need to wait for this to get done. I want to upgrade this and then start recruiting and potentially fight off a rebellion, depending on how long it takes. Have I done this? No. I have? Oh, have I just queued it up for next turn, but then spent the money? Sad. My hope is, by doing this, I can forget Azgaraz. It'll be, like, super defended. We can just leave, take Bloodkeep, and then the other place as well. Complete the province. It'll be relatively fortified, hopefully. Oh, hello. You're declaring war on me, sir? Oh, fair enough. That's sorted out. That may complicate things, because if he comes and attacks me, that changes it. But at least we get 500 treasury for doing that, and some leadership for 8 turns. What I might do is switch up my tactic and block the army to stop it from coming straight at us. Success. Level 12. We can now get Slippery for that speed and melee defense buff, and we can go into here. And honestly, I think I'm going to get Survivalist. Usually I go like super aggressive and get all the attacking options. But I kind of want him to just be like someone that can stick in the fight. You have got your Prodder. Let's get that upgraded then. What's the garrison now? It's already 20. But presumably, this will upgrade it. At least I think so, in a meaningful way. Either way, we're going to grab it, and then we're done. Karak Azgaraz is just done. And we can just go back, recruit, and everybody's a winner. For the moment, though, I will sit here. I don't think you can attack me. You have got 2 sets of Blood Knights, which I don't necessarily have a good answer for just now. Oh, actually 3, including them. However, I am going to be getting Netters, which is really exciting. I have very, like, boring story time. I have basically, like, no real experience with tabletop. Except I have watched, like, YouTube videos of battle reports sometimes and seen a little bit of it. And the Goblin Netters are very cool. So I'm really glad that Closer to Tabletop actually puts them in. Right. Carry out a successful animation. Animation? Assassination. Come on, Pango. Of a character belonging to any of the enemies of Skull Smashers, so Marienburg, Reichland, or Coron. We would get a Sword of Striking, you know. We could do that, but the problem is, none of them are very close. All Reichland, but then I've got to assassinate somebody. Which means it needs to be an agent. Or maybe I could attack the army and try and get Luther or Ludwig, but I doubt. Surely they're quite strong. And at the moment, I am farming up my levels here. I don't really want to leave. And I don't want to keep the walls damaged. 310 to block, 374 to do that. We're now we can actually start recruiting. Can't we? Shall I stop raiding? What I'm gonna do, I don't really want to stop the rebellion though, but what I'll do is I will move. I'll probably sit here and recruit, and then when the rebellion happens, we should be able to just hit it and kill it. Right, so with that said, I'm happy to spend this money. Like I said, we're basically cheesing. We're level 14 already. We're cheesing that faction buff. And just, I mean, maybe you're supposed to. Just to get him to be a really, really nice, nice soldier for us. And maybe based off that, we want to get more agents and warriors than we normally would. More heroes. Because we have that really awesome, quick way to level them up. It's not actually that expensive. It's half price. War with the Wood Elves does frighten me. Smidge. We also have 51 scrap. If we get 60, we could do 2 units. Oh, no. Sorry, we could do 3 units with the fungus flasks. I won't worry about that just now. Okay, so I'm not going to garrison. Unlike SFO, by the way, we don't save income by garrisoning. Garrisoning. If we garrison, our income will be the same. So there's no real need to do it. We're going to let the rebellion happen. I'm not going to chuck these 2 units out because we might need them just to get rid of the rebellion. Okay, but here we are. You can now see we can get Night Goblins, Night Goblin Archers, and Night Goblin Netters, who obviously have a net they can throw to root a unit, and they also have spears, so they will be our anti-large, which is really cool, because they can net cavalry and be anti-large. We will want the Nasty Skulkers, though, the 2 that we're allowed. Closer to Tabletop has this sort of system of core units and special units. You can have as many core units as you want in an army, but as you can see, this unit is a special unit and costs 1 point. Armies may have up to 10 points worth of special units, which is a really cool way to force you to have kind of balanced armies and not just ridiculousness. And obviously more kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? More lethal and impressive units will probably be costing more than 1 special point. Anyway, we're going to grab both Nasty Skulkers for that kind of stalking, armor-piercing, flanking unit. That's what I'll call them. And I'm also going to get 2 Nethers immediately. I might go up to 4 total, or I might just keep the 2. We'll see, because I want to get like 5 or so archers as well. We'll be scrapping this unit of archers. Did I do you this turn? I think I did. Did I? I don't know. Should we do it anyway? Oh, no, we didn't. Level 15. Now we'll probably get Counter-Striker. And then we can get They Need Stabbing, which is actually really nice. A Hex for an enemy lord or hero, minus 30 armor, minus 24 melee defense. Very, very good. Right. End turn again. And recruiting begins. We've got that technology to give us an extra recruiting rank for each of our Night Goblin units. I know there's a lot of just kind of talking and not really doing much, but, well, I was going to say, but, you know, it's the first episode, but let's face it, I do that all the time, don't I? So, we've got Gobbo Crackdown, which I don't super care about. Rebellion's coming. A Gobbo Ranta, untainted in the local province. Ooh. It's kind of magic. Karak Asgraz. Here, oh, we got a shaman. Oh. Well. That is a very nice event to get, and in that case, I guess I'll send you out just to attack Ubersreich for no particular reason. Although it could get them to come to war with us. I don't really want them to do that. But we're going to do it anyway. Steal technology, sure. Should I do that before I pick a technology? Maybe not. Failed? Well, sugar. Sugar. Right. Let's get Egamon then. So leadership, casualty replenishment, and physical resistance. Beautiful. We could even go straight for the upkeep, couldn't we? In fact, Vanguard deployment for all goblins. Oh my goodness. I do bear in mind if we didn't have night goblins, that's part of why I want night goblins as well. We don't have any of the upgrades, like scrap upgrade options for normal goblins, and we'd have to get sharper stabbers to actually do that, and the same for the other units you can see here. We don't have scrap upgrades for the spider riders or anything. But the night goblins we have by default. So I'm kind of avoiding these technologies for now and going full on this way. Okay. Right, so we're actually going to have 2 extra heroes in our army now, which is not something I planned for. I think I do want 5 of these, so I'll get 4 now. That's fine. That should be enough to just crush that rebellion when it starts. And I think we can just spend our excess cash farming this up still. Damage walls is getting more and more expensive. Maybe I should hold it until we're closer. It's a bit cheaper to block the army, so we'll do it. Dog Boy Scout. Campaign line of sight. Cool. And now we can get They Need Stabbing. Perfect. So we have access to that. Then the rest of our points, I think we just slap in, like, we can come back and finish Gutter Fighter and Counter Striker, which are the same. And then we'll get the weapon strength. So let's do that. Oh, was that the same turn that I did this? Yes. Okay. Fair enough. Imminent Rebellion, that's fine. Alright. Okay, Rebellion. Raiding. It's actually a vampiric rebellion because we've got really bad corruption. That reminds me. I do want schemes. I forgot to give you the Gobbo Ranta for Untainted. I should have done that. Right. So let's immediately... We're not even going to fight that, obviously. Going to be an auto-resolve. They do actually have a couple of Graveguard, which is a bit annoying. I didn't even put my banner on, but never mind. And we will take the money, because replenishment's not an issue. We're going to be sat tight for a little while anyway. And we get a Shroom Gatherer. Leadership for Night Goblin units. Perfect. And more Untainted. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. Now we have a decision to make, because what we could do... I'm not going to go down the blue route for now, but we could just buff our goblins, and I think we kind of should. I feel like we should lean into the goblins as much as possible. Now, I do want Skarsnik to be good in combat himself, but we have got Elbog to do that. Is it Elbog? I think it's Elbog. So I think, really, it would almost be negligence to not go into the red tree and grab the gobbos and probably... What else will we get? Because that's... Oh, that is also for range. That's both melee and range, just goblins in general. Maybe the big lads for like trolls and... Well, obviously the spider, but I'm hoping to get some trolls. Or we could lean into artillery, but we don't have it at the moment. I don't know, but I'd like to rush up here, I think. Alternatively, we just get Dagobos, and then we come out and get some personal stuff for him. That wouldn't be the worst thing either. We can't really go wrong, to be totally honest. Right, so we've got 3 slots. Now that we've dealt with the rebellion, I'm going to kick these out. I'd quite like a 5th archer. And then I think... with there only being 4 more slots, I think we need to take normal night goblins. Because we do need a bit of a middle line. We can't just have all netters and skulkers. So I'll probably get 1 more night goblin on the next turn and call it good there. And then put our hero in and then away we go. Or heroes, I should say. Success, brilliant. Level 4, great. Madcap Mushrooms is a really nice active ability. Ability recharge, basically reduces the cooldown of all spells. Sneaky Stabbing we've got to get. Do I want to level it up? Vindictive Glare is quite a nice missile. It's in nuisance for the melee attack debuff and weapon damage debuff. Gork will fix it, will slow down units running away. I think I might reduce the cost of Sneaky Stabbing in the immediate future. Kind of sucks that you're going to sit there now, but your army's mostly chaff. It's only the Blood Knights we've got to worry about. We will go back to damaging the walls. Another 2 points. It's so funny. We're going to keep pounding up the melee attack. I want it so that he like basically never misses. And then we're just waiting for that to finish. In terms of our scrap then, we will be able to do at least 3 units. What can we give to the archers? Oh, also fungus flasks. But does that only apply to melee attacks? I assume... Oh, Night Goblin Poison. I don't know. If you imbue, does that only count? I don't know. Does that count for a ranged imbuement or not? I'd probably rather give them one of those anyway. So what I might... What can you guys get? The netters. Leadership, but less melee defense. Don't want that. Spiky weapons. Armor piercing weapon damage could be big. But the thing is the poison reduces speed. So I actually think with the nets and the anti-large, fungus flasks could be really, really cool on the netters. So I think I'm actually going to go ahead and do that. And I'll just do it now. Yeah. Let's do it. Oh, what's the text? Few receptacles can safely contain Skarsnik's horrible concoction without a potentially fatal leakage. Beautiful. So we're going to give these 2 fungus flasks. Don't know about the rest. I could maybe give it to the fanatic wielding ones. Sure, let's do that actually. The ones that have fanatics. And then we'll leave the others default for the time being. Right, we good? We could get a Gork and Mork buff. But I want to make sure we've got enough money to do our... We probably would have enough to do the actions, but I'll wait. If anything, we want to get the Gork and Mork buff right before we go into combat. Okay. Right, we've only got 1 more turn of recruiting, so I should probably get back and get in the army now. Otherwise, we'll be delayed. So let's get you back. I don't have to get you back. Kind of sucks we didn't get to farm any more spells and level ups there. But you, just keep working on those walls. Oh, you failed. You didn't level up either. It's a shame. 1 more turn, and then we're moving out. In fact, what I should really do... Oh, we can't move far anyway because of that, can we? And I guess we'll go in the underway. So, never mind. Recruit it now. And then we'll go in the underway anyway. Because we walk really slowly around there. Is that it then? Oh, like I say, we're not doing anything here. Public order is going to be a problem here until we deal with the corruption at least. But the garrison will hold out anyway. The garrison's actually looking really strong now. Well, for goblins anyway. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, can we recruit? Well, I guess not. Oh, we can actually get an Orc Big Boss, but that's not really in line with what I'm trying to do here, so I'm not going to. Okay, let's end turn again. And then finally, we'll be ready to actually move on the Bloodkeep. After a lot of faffing. But we're in a really strong position, because I have walked away from Karak Azkaraz in the past, and then everybody's turned up to dunk on it, essentially. Because they're all bastards, and they have no respect for us. Can I help you? Sword of Cain has been claimed. Can I? Are you alright? What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't think you're going to attack me, but what are you doing? Well, we have a non-aggression pact anyway. Right, I actually need you to... No, the thing is I actually need you to damage the walls now. We're going to be on our way. So if you could actually damage them, that would be great. But anyway, we're level 20, so we'll get immortality as well. I would like to just keep buffing him, but immortality is really big because he's going to be incredibly important for us as going forward. And now we can underway. Are you going to come out and attack me without my... I don't want you to attack me without my agent. Would we win anyway? Probably. Why do I have access to these? Feral Hydra. Oh, you need trophies from your war. Okay, fair enough. Alright, screw it. We'll go as far as we can. And I think then we'll probably grab this. The Gorkan Mork effigy. So, melee attack, melee defense, charge bonus, melee defense, melee attack. So it's just the case of which way round we want the numbers. Would you rather have more charge bonus and then melee attack, then melee defense? Wait, no, they're literally the same, aren't they? They're just in a different order. I kind of knew that. Right, okay, listen. I kind of knew that they're the same, Gork and Mork, and it's a running joke, but I did actually think it swapped the numbers around and you got... So it literally doesn't matter. So we will just take Gork, I guess. Brutal but cunning. Cunning but brutal. We'll take brutal but cunning. So that'll be a nice little buff on top of things. Oh, did I actually attack the walls that turn? I think I did. Unfortunately, I now need to go in the army, presuming I could reach. There is a garrison of 8 here as well. I'm backing us to win, because we just kind of have to. And you're actually attacking me. Okay, fair enough. We'll do this battle then. And, well, actually, we could retreat and then get our lord in. How important is he? Also, we didn't quite replenish our Squig Hoppers, which was a bit stupid. How good are these Blood Knights going to be? Okay, right. So anyway, the buff with the Causes Fear and Unbreakable. I think I want to give that to the Squig Hoppers. But, do we retreat and get our lord and then attack? Our lord, you know what I mean? My hero. Or do we just take it now? Thing is, if I retreat, he's going to go home, probably. Or can he reach me anyway? Let's retreat. No, he does go home. Okay. I do want this guy in, because we've literally farmed him up to be powerful for this exact reason. The question is, can I reach? I actually don't think I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come and raid for 1. I actually think we took attrition there as well. So we'll raid. That's fine. We also get to now get 1 more spell. Do we want to get Vindictive Glare? It's weak against armor. Armor's going to be the problem. Maybe Itchy Nuisance, just to reduce the damage. I mean, I could put Gork or Fix It on the cavalry, but I think I'll get Itchy Nuisance to reduce the damage they're outputting. And now, this wall is not really as damaged as I'd like it to be. But he's going to come out and attack me again, so I think I have to now go in. And if we'll get some siege towers. I don't really care that much about the walls. That's fine. Also, we'll have 1 more turn, and this will actually finish before we go in, which is kind of big. I should have thought of that as well. Alright. Let's go around 1 more turn, and then we're ready to go in. I think I will do it this episode. Typically, and I mean, I did talk a bunch as well, so I think I owe it a battle. Typically, episodes will be about 45 minutes, which I've not said, by the way, is that well, you should know by now, but my Total War episodes will be on, wow, they're coming out. That's when they'll be. The episodes will be on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If it's not Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, that probably means it's a bonus episode. Okay, so we didn't get to replenish. That's fine. Okay, so we get to fight out in the open field without any of their garrison. Do I want to gamble? Yes. I think it's probably a bad idea. Yep. All the way down to 10. Okay, let's get organized. Typically, I'm planning on fighting the battles with you guys. I could obviously... Should we put the fanatics in the middle? I could dabble into replays. I know I've talked about it loads in the past. There's a little bit of weirdness with replay sometimes. Including, like, if I pause during the battle or slow down, the replay is weird. So I don't know. I'd like to actually drop a few... Like, I'll be, like, super transparent with you guys. I'd like to drop... Should we put our skulkers out there, actually? In fact, they have Vanguard, so we'll... And they do have Skulk? Stalk? What's it called? Stalk? Stalk, so they will be invisible anyway. So we'll put them up there. I would like to put in some shots from replays, even while controlling the battle. So I'm going to have a look at it. But, like, the weirdest thing as well about replays is that sometimes the weather and the skybox are completely different. And it's like, oh, for God's sake. So it's a bit of a... Whoops. It's a little bit of a rough thing sometimes. All right. Yeah, I think I want you guys to help with the cavalry. So, anyway, for the moment... We're ready to move in, I think. So we're going to start battle. We're going to pause immediately just so we can understand what's happening. The Blood Knights. I'm going to move you around there. I'm going to move you a bit closer. I presume they're going to come at me. They don't have any ranged units, so that's kind of in my advantage. I'm actually going to shift these around a little bit here. Okay, so we do have Tricksy Traps. Self and allies in range will actually get Stalk and Unspottable and Speed, so that's worth noting. We do have Skarsnik's War, which is obviously just a map-wide huge buff to our damage, and immune to Psychology while it's going. We've got to fill the War bar, to actually do that. You guys, how do we use your nets then? Because I don't see a net ability. Ooh, I assumed you were going to have... Constant. Cannot target if flying on a wall. Wait, you just net people around you by default? Oh my god, I thought that would be something that I was doing. Got you here with your Madcap Mushroom. So you've got Sneaky Stabbing, which is a nice damage buff. And of course, Itchy Nuisance to reduce their damage. And you, my friend, are of course on your Cave Squig. Look at that. What a guy. What an absolute guy. We haven't really looked at our units. So just a quick look. Look, we got our look. Night Goblin Archers. Obviously the spider. We've got our normal Night Goblins. The spider is horrifying with a couple of Forest Goblins riding on the back. Our netters, obviously with their spears. I didn't realise they're shielded as well. Are they shielded? Wow. Anything else? Of course, we can have a quick look at the main man over here. Nashrak. And indeed, I didn't really look at Skarsnik, did I? With Gobbler by his side. But we all know what Skarsnik looks like. Squig Hoppers, just the unit design is just fantastic. I really, really enjoy it. He's having a good day as well. And finally, of course, we've got our nasty Skulkers. You're also having a fantastic day. Right. With all that said, are we just happy to unpause then? Unpause? They are coming. Thought they might. We're going to spread you guys out. Yeah, you're going to kill them. I'm feeling pretty confident about how this is going to go. I don't really want to move too far away from my archers. Let's get whatever benefit we can. Need you guys ready to sweep in behind. Don't want you getting too close, though, because if you get spotted, that'll be awkward. We'll put the spider ready to counter-engage the Blood Knights. Are they... No, they're not anti-large. They're just armor-piercing. Okay, let's get you around the side ready to engage. Let's bring you guys up. Okay, prepare for the charge. All right. Oh god, those zombies are going to get in the way, aren't they? Okay. Right. Let's get organized, otherwise it will turn into a disaster. You need to move right up. Where are the blood dragons? I think you would be better coming over to fight the Lord. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Let's get you over here as well. You guys can engage. You can engage. I need you to hurry up. Blood dragons are there. I will have to charge in here, which is a smidge annoying. We're going to have to turn you round, I think. You can go in there. I guess you can attack the wizard. Going to get madcap mushrooms rolling on you. And I think you're going to have to go in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you over to maybe help in the blob. Okay, let's roll. Oh, Squig Hopper's charging into zombies, which is really shit, actually, because they're going to waste a lot of our time. But what can we do? These netters have been absolutely destroyed already. Did kind of think they might. Skarsnik, get on the Lord. Mr. Squiggy. Oh god, they're just charging over there. They're actually just going to wipe me out, aren't they? Let's have you in there to help. Let's get a buff over there. We have the War. Let's have you in the back of these skellies. Actually, this is a mess, isn't it? Come here. Let's make sure we don't all get hit by these skeletons. Let's spread out our archers a little bit. This isn't really needed anyway. Alright, here we go. Dealing with the Blood Knights really nicely now. Come on, get them. Okay, we are losing in some areas. I want to use our smoke bomb to reduce their speed. Also do the same here. Right, we are under attack, so let's shift some archers around. You guys have now finished. Let's give them some assistance there. Move the spider over. Alright, this Lord has got away from you. We wiped them out. Jesus. Okay, fair enough. Go there. He'll kill him. He'll absolutely obliterate him. He will absolutely destroy him. He'll have him for breakfast. Get on these Blood Knights. How are we doing? I think we're about there. The enemy Lord is down. Charge here. That'll finish them off. We're working on these Blood Knights. Yeah. They're all disintegrating. Pretty good win in the end. We did take some damage, but it doesn't matter. Everybody survived, actually, and there you go. It's over already. In the nature of vampires, they all just collapse. Good. Good, good, good. We did lose a bit, like I say, but crucially, we've destroyed their army and all of the Blood Knights, which is really what we wanted to get done. Was a close victory in the end. I think it said Pyrrhic, didn't it? As the prediction. Nice little chunk of cash as well. Those Blood Knights, they were no joke. No joke at all, but we did get it done. Nobody actually died, which is brilliant. Spider definitely would have been more useful. Although, to be fair, it did actually help wipe out one of these units, didn't it? They very quietly swept them away on the left side. On the right side, our poor Netters got a real hammering. We didn't get there in time with the Squig Hoppers because the zombies are in the way. But anyway, not to worry. Nasty Skulkers with 120 kills. Big highlight there. Archers did a good chunk of damage as well. I think we will take replenishment. Treasury would be nice. We don't really need it right now. We need to replenish and then get in there and take the fort.
Ogres, my lord. These
Right, first of all, Ogres, my lord, is more than enough out of you. But that's interesting. We could actually get Ogre Mercenaries really early. That's a possibility. We do have an Obsidian Trinket, Magic Resistance for Skarsnik. And yes, Ogre Mercenaries. And of course we get this now as well, Egremon. Now, the problem for me is I would like to replenish, but I don't think we can wait. However, oh, he's actually got one unit that survived. I hope there's no more of them. I think wall strength 62%, but we might have to build a couple of siege towers. I think we have to go in. The garrison's garbage, so we should be okay. I actually don't think we have to replenish here. With how strong Elbog is, I think we'll be okay. Skarsnik does have a skill point. We'll go into Dagobos and get that rolling. Dripping Tips would be really good for his own poison, but I think we'll get Dagobos. Just as a refresher, sorry. That will be level 1. Ammunition for ranged units and melee defense for melee units. But of course, as we ramp up, we'll get missile strength and melee attack as well for those respective units. Nashrak. Should we level up Itchy Nuisance? I think we will. Would like to get Sneaky Stealing as well to reduce enemy recharge rate, but we'll do that. Elbog, obviously, we're just rolling on. We'll finish Counter Striker, and then we've got as much melee attack as we can get. And then we just go straight into Precise and bump up that weapon strength as well. Hopefully we can get you some items soon. So, we're looking good here. We are, again, losing Public Order, but we're also getting that corruption down, which is nice. We're going to take the Blood Keep. We can think about Ogre Mercenaries, and then we can move on to Fester Spike, which, of course, will be Skaven. Could be a mess. Also, we have to hope that these guys don't just come flying over the mountains, otherwise we could be in danger. But if we can take our capital, get that building, we'll be in a really good spot. We've got plenty of money to start it, and I think next episode we're just going to go straight in and start the siege. Should we pick a technology now before I forget? Shall we? I think we will. And I think, actually, there's a lot to go at here, including obedience, and I think upkeep reduction is big. Maybe we get this, though, just to buff the units. It takes 1 turn. But we're going in this turn anyway. Yeah, we're going in this turn anyway. So let's get this rolling, because then we can make more money quickly by reducing the upkeep. So we'll get on Second Thoughts. Also, Vanguard deployment will be nice, and ammunition for our Doom Divers when we have them will be nice, but it's primarily about the upkeep. Right then. That's it for today. A little bit of a longer one, but we had some stuff to get done. I know we were talking a lot and there wasn't a lot of action, but we had to get our campaign off on the right foot. So anyway, as always, everybody, have a fantastic day. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.